his height. Stone ribs marked with figures where your hand tests grip and bite. There is a cool arrogance, unhurried, always tense, living in each bracket in the way the air resists. Chalk scars move beside you, ghosted suns in rising dust. Tally and reach against intent, against the store you trust. You think this climb belongs to will, to steal, to what you feel. The tower only notes a weight and writes a quiet warning. Kneel, count the marks, toe to rail, feel how the margin thins. Hands up all your task belief against a frame that always wins. You are not the one who sets the terms of this ascent. Someone in the walls decides what reaches past your breath. Nail to the record that carves your name into stone. Bent into shapes your line will treat as its own. History, this place runs ahead of you, pacing along your reach, writing not only who climbed but who will repeat your breach. Kneel, those who come after you will kneel for what you try to take. That is the law in the rails, the hard confession this place will speak. High windows haze a muted blue along the climbing spine. Metal cords inside the rail hum their hidden design. A calm arrogance resides in every forge repeating brace. No face at all, just labor keeping every entry braced. It needs no hate to see, to snare a level or two ahead. Only roots that fold on those who will not turn or tread. As you advance, it sketches more than just your silhouette. Figures at your height one day inheriting your dead. Keep your count, but know this climb is not your private test. Hands like yours are drafted here while you still feel alone. Each grab for higher ground redraws another throat. And somewhere in these walls they learn to kneel inside your note. Kneel to the record that carves your name into stone. Bent into tension your heirs will carry as their own. This place runs ahead of you, holding the shape you make, writing not only your reach but who will repeat your stake. Kneel, those who come after you will kneel for what you try to take. That is the law in the rails, the cold reply each level will speak. Hold breath, stalls mid-arc, held brittle between your teeth. Tone turns glassy, every sound reduced to a narrow sheath. Weights slide sideways, shells of ice drop past in mirrored arcs. Rooms reframe themselves around a heart with newer marks. What you called an ending cracks to bear a second law. Same machine but turned to bite in ways you never saw. Floods the sheets of ice with an unnatural blush. Hard white plates grow jagged points that push through outer husk. Venom rides a breath now, turns clear geometry sour. Chews through careful armor, strips defense down to a tremor. Cold-bred arrogance steps out, no longer modest in its craft. Claiming not just what you hold, but who will walk your path. This is not a brief event that finishes with you. It is a current through your kin, enforcing what you drew. I do not bargain with your grief, I annotate your strain. I write in joints and surnames what you tried to claim. You think this risk belongs to you, a single private stake. But as I grow from what you are, will pay for what you take. Kneel when the rails begin to shake, accept the load you wake, or I will teach and this tower will speak. Raise your hand and the measure learns the span adjusts its weight. Trial by rhyme and poison breath that will not stop at your gate. I am the root you thought you stole, the height you tried to break. I travel down through those you love and steal what you tried to take. Upper floors fall still behind you, the incline starts to ease. Chalk smears fade and lose their use as the handrail leaves your reach. At the top a door suggests escape in plain and different lines, and under that in finer cuts the threat you left behind. Kneel, those who come after you will kneel for what you tried to take.